Stop, Stella.
Hey. Somehow, I have no idea. I have googly eyes. Well, that's going to make this even more fun.
No, Mom, because you pressed this thing.
Oh my God, no, let's leave it. Let's leave it. This is hilarious. Oh my God, I so love this. Oh my God. Now I'm going to do it every day. Okay, well, googly-eyed Foodie Sin and Scarlet and Stella, get in here just for fun. There she is.
Look at my eyes.
Oh, okay. So hopefully down below. This is awesome. Hopefully you guys saw the recipe below. If anyone's on, feel free to comment and say, we're not gluten-free, or we don't have that, and I'll let you know what you need. Okay, so,
Mom, I can make it googly eye.
I will.
No,
Anything I make is gluten-free because I can't tolerate wheat, but it's easy enough for you to do something else. Oh wow, this is moving on its own. We're gonna have to work on our setup and how best to do this, but this will be fun. Okay, so in case you don't know, we're all going to be helpful when we're in this. Yeah. You always want to put together and only then mix them all into one. So I will need, another bowl. So they're going to quietly get another bowl. So these are cornmeal pancakes per the recipe, but we don't have any. We're not going to stress out. We are going to use buckwheat flour, which I really like. It's delicious. Okay, so we need 3/4 of a cup.
okay.
And this is math. This counts as math. So 3/4 in terms of what we have. A cup, a half a cup.
It's a half a cup and 1/4.
Yes, 1/2 and 1/4. Fill both of those with the flour. Really, if you wanted, it's 3/4 cup of cornmeal, 1 1/4 cup of flour per the recipe that was posted. If you want to just mix that all together, what would that measurement be? 3/4, right, Stella. Two cups of flour. So any way you want, you can mix cornmeal and flours, any of them, to reach 2 cups, and that's what we will put in here. But without using your fingers, because you don't need your fingers to push into the flour. The whole idea is clean coronavirus. You know there's a coronavirus going around?
Cough, cough.
Yeah, no coughing. And you can do that one. You want to make it level. You know, a professional chef would use a knife and scrape it super flat. We can just be super relaxed about that. And we're going to use 1.5 cups. Now the trick with flour is you never want to pack it in there. You want it to be loose. So what I'm doing is I'm going into the bag and I'm just gently scooping and I'm shaking so that it's loose. It's a loose amount. We're not packing it in. So there's a cup. And since this was in the buckwheat flour, I don't like to reuse. If it has touched an ingredient, those are clean. Can you get me a clean spoon? If something has touched one ingredient, I don't like to use it in another. So for the quarter, I'm just going to do this. And it's all, you're in the, thank you. It's also best not to do this. Measure it over where you're going, because if you put too much, then you don't know how much. Measure it over the bag where it can just fall into itself. You can kind of scrape it. All right, so I have total 2 cups of flours, different kinds. The next dry ingredient is baking soda. We're going to work on spelling at my house, rest assured, later on today. But thank you for writing the recipe. So baking soda, we need, it just says teaspoon, so I'm guessing that meant 1. Will you double check that it was? Okay, 1. Ooh, and these don't have an egg. It's another thing I can't eat. Yeah, sadly, I know it's super sad. If you can eat eggs, would you please go eat a poached egg for me today? Those are my favorite. It has baking soda and baking powder as leavening, but to kind of make it extra, you could add a little bit of apple cider vinegar in your liquids, which we might do. Baking powder, half a teaspoon, please. And then coconut sugar. Hey, we're going to say thanks to the Warrens for this. They didn't think they wanted it. And so now we get to use
this.
Yep. And this would be half of a cup. Coconut sugar can get bumpy, as some people call it, clumpy. It's okay. You can just kind of massage the bag, get the bumps out. But you know, you shushing is just as much noise as her making noise. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. We cleaned the table before, so it's okay. Coconut sugar. That's all of the dry ingredients. So now, Scarlett is going to use this,
Oh, yes.
the beater,
Oh,
to get the whisk to get the clumps out. But could you do it right over there where you were? There you go.
Yeah.
So now we're going to do a cup of milk. So we'll get our wet ingredient measuring cup. Some of you might have a glass one that says Pyrex on it. We're going to use almond milk. You can use whatever you like. Just a cup. And I said one thing that works really well, especially for gluten-free baking, if you have baking soda, to add. Are you giving me water to drink? Oh. Could have been. Yeah, it's nice to drink water all day too. They say that's one of the best ways to ward off the virus, to stay hydrated. Okay, so apple cider vinegar. I'm going to grab some. That, with this baking soda, is going to help make it fluffy, especially since it's gluten-free. Gluten-free baking and no eggs. Needs help. So that's optional. Can't tell who's
5 people.
I can't tell who's here, but hi. Maybe Stella will use my phone. We're going to be double technology. Get on Facebook and you'll be able to see who it is. Okay, so we have our milk. We are going to have 1/2 to 1 cup of water. Always start with the lower amount. You can always add more. It's hard to take away. So there is a 1/2 cup of water going in. What? So we have the milk and the water, and I added additional apple cider vinegar, totally optional. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Hopefully I'll be able to see comments. Yeah. And just get the lumps out. My coconut sugar was lumpy. Lumpy, lumpy. So, whatever flour you have, up to 2 cups, milk, water, baking soda, baking powder, coconut sugar, and I just added about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar just to try to make this gluten-free mess a little bit fluffier. Okay, so I'm going to put it all in this bigger bowl because that'll be easier. Hey, Stephanie!
And then someone else just like to know what that is.
Cool. Okay, so we're just gonna mix it. Gluten-free flour does not like to be overmixed. Regular flour, it's not a big deal. But again, kids can totally participate and do this. They did most of this up until this point. There's one little lump. Get our griddle heating up, and we'll make some pancakes. This is what ours looks like. We'll have to work on some light, but anyway, remember you can love the googly eyes. You can freeze pancakes and stick them straight from the freezer into what?
And toaster!
All right. Did you want to tell everyone the origin of pancakes? Do you remember? From ancient Greece times, they used, what was it?
Honey, olive oil, and wheat.
Wheat flour, honey, olive oil, and curdled milk. those were the first pancakes. All right, you guys, thanks.